See, I don't know.
We are live.
I never get good. It's like weird service in here.
Yeah, Rafferty's Wi-Fi is not the best. I'm not gonna lie. All right, we're live.
We're live.
We're live on this one.
Yep, on yours.
On mine. Now we gotta share it everywhere else.
Share it.
Oh, we are live on yours.
Oh, we are. Well, I'm deleting it.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to the worst sports show ever.
Worst intro. We need to get an intro. So that way,
video, intro video.
Yeah, so that way when we are doing all this stuff, nobody sees our stuff.
We're live from Rafferty's Bar and Grill, downtown Sarasota.
Week 11.
Is that what week we're in?
We are. Do you even know? It is still football season.
No, we're all hockey season now.
It is also NBA season. Last week the Cavs, I think, were 11-0. The Cavs are 14-0.
We don't care about that either.
It's not out of the Bulls the other day. 144 to who cares?
Raptors are in last place. Lost in overtime last night.
It's all right. The Cavs.
But Jason Tatum hit a 3-pointer. Tatum's a great name.
It is a great name.
But we're in the midst of hockey season. Maple Leafs great win last night, 4-3. Another win, only 1 point behind the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers.
How many games have there been played in hockey so far?
I don't know, enough, about 20.
15, 16.
So let's go, Leafs, go. How about we're here at Rafferty's. They are an Eagles bar. They're a Packers bar. They're a Michigan bar, but they're also a Maple Leafs bar. Let's hear it from Go Leafs, go. Look at the people here are chanting it.
Oh, wow.
Wow. People are chanting.
Has anybody ever come here to watch a Maple Leafs game? Have they ever played a Maple Leafs game on the TVs here?
They have many a time. I have forced them to many times.
How
But we do have
the Lightning doing?
The Lightning are garbage. They're the static, by the way. They're not big enough or strong enough to actually emit that much electricity. So we smoked them like 7-1 when we played
Well,
them.
the Bucks are off today, so if there's a Lightning game, people in Tampa will.
They played last night. They won 4-0.
They did. All right.
Everyone plays Saturday night.
I didn't realize we were still in bye weeks. We got the Bucks are off, the Giants are off. You don't have to watch Kyler Murray run around this week.
We don't got to worry about the dumpster pigeons. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so nice.
Because they already played. Yeah.
It was one of the worst games ever played in football history. It was just 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Garbage quarterback, garbage quarterback, garbage quarterback, garbage quarterback. Oh, we're all garbage. And then they're like, oh,
it was just
Saquon.
like a waste management truck driving up and down the field.
Oh, man, it just showed how bad Jalen Squirts
For
is.
not watching football, you are really passionate about today.
Well, because they're terrible. And Jane Daniels is coming back to reality. He's not that good. After
so
all,
I fell asleep for the first 3 quarters, and I thank God I woke up because every single thing happened in the last 12 minutes of the game. Saquon, just give the ball to Saquon.
Yeah, I've been saying that. I don't know why they have Squirts throw the ball at all.
But that did solidify the Eagles' lead in the NFC East right now. So, I mean, they're probably going to win the division. No, Jaden Daniels is definitely coming back down to earth. I said this, that they are a young team and they need to get a little bit more experience under their belt there. But I do like watching him play. Oh, that's the game
we're talking about. First game of the game. Enough of that garbage game from Thursday and 2 garbage teams to waste. Let's not waste our breath anymore in those 2 garbage games. We're going to start first.
Another garbage game.
Packers, Bears.
Bears did fire their offensive coordinator. Is that going to make a difference?
It's not going to make a difference. Caleb Williams is ranked 3rd in the pack of rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah, he already lost to Drake May. Wait, who do you like?
Drake May is number 1. He's the best. Daniel Diaz
What about Bo Nix?
Bo Nix is not now. Bo Nix is 4. Oh, look at this. People still wearing Michigan stuff proud these days.
Michigan play yesterday. Oh, Oregon almost lost yesterday.
Yeah, but they're still the best team.
We'll beat them.
No, you guys lost to them.
Yeah, but we'll beat them. We lost them at home and they cheated.
Nah, I don't know. You guys cheat a lot.
Brian, do you have a question for us? Okay.
Bear down with B-Man.
Can you help me here?
Sure.
What is who is the all-time
leading receiver?
Leading receiver for the Chicago Bears.
Who is the all-time leading receiver for the Chicago Bears?
Who would it be? Willie Galt?
You know, Steve?
What's the answer?
I don't even know any of the receivers.
No.
Could be a
Devin Hester?
He was never a running back.
No, receiver. He said he was never a running back. I said Devin Hester.
Did you know the answer yet?
I don't know. Mo, do you have an answer? Matt Forte.
I can't think of any receivers they've had.
Think of any receivers they had.
Willie Galt's the only one I can think of.
Oh, I see the answer. Do you know who it is?
Wait, can I say
You can
it?
say it, yeah.
All right, say
Okay,
it.
yeah. What's his name?
Johnny Morris.
Johnny Morris.
Never heard of him.
Morris.
Well, he played in the 60s.
Before the Super Bowl area doesn't count, so we don't consider any of this.
If you lived in Chicago, Johnny Morris was always a sports broadcaster.
Oh.
Oh.
So he's a
But
big
why have the
name.
Bears never had a good receiver?
Oh, look, there's Carl Rafferty's here. Wow, at his own bar.
Oh, wow.
Wow, look who's here. He's wearing a great hat. A great hat. He gave-
Do you see
Yeah,
Jada
you
Bear?
don't. No, I didn't.
You look tired. How was the wedding?
You look tired too.
You can say it. It's the worst sports show ever.
You look like shit.
Oh, you look fine. I mean, the Buckeyes won, so I'm good. You didn't lose.
No, we didn't. We beat.
It was cool. It's on Wrigley Field. It was a very cool game at Wrigley Field yesterday.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
It's hockey.
And we're going to turn Rafferty's into a Maple Leafs bar.
No. I saw your blonde wig. Yeah. Where was the wedding?
On Siesta Key,
Okay.
the little chapel.
Okay. Congratulations to Calvin and Maya.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
they watch, but they got married.
Where was the bachelor party? Oh,
Oh,
wow.
did we have strippers? Just bartenders.
Wow.
Wow.
And sleeve
So
with
wrong.
blonde.
So wrong.
I'm gonna see strippers.
Where? What? Does Patty know?
Oh,
Oh,
Carl does not like strippers. He forbids strippers from his life.
at the strip club. Apparently, Carl's cock made his eggs this morning. So
Sorry.
he texted it, and Carl's cock would be making his eggs this morning.
Carl's what?
Cook, but he's.
I heard what you said.
So, anyways, Packers are going to be here. They're going to take over Rafferty's Bar and Grill. This is the only one of the three teams playing today.
Matt LaFleur is 10-0 against the Bears. Average margin of victory 12.7 points.
Yep, they're their daddy. So,
And a Bears remaining schedule, the teams they face have at a winning percentage of over 70%.
Packers are only
the hardest remaining schedule in the NFL.
Remaining schedule.
Packers are only favored by 5 today, though. And Jordan Love has thrown a pick in the last 7 straight games. He's looking like Jalen Squirts because
But
that's
they
what Squirts
coming
does.
off a bye.
They are coming off a bye. He was hurt for a while.
Yeah, his groin's be a little better. But you sent me a good stat about the Bears. When was the last touchdown?
It was 224 drives ago or something.
23 possessions.
Yeah, that is 223 possessions without a touchdown.
You know what's funny is the trivia question is about the best Bears receiver. Honestly, you have the best receiving core you probably ever had in the history of the Bears. And I don't think that changing the offensive coordinator is going to matter much for you guys at all. I think Everfix
Not
needs to
today.
go. No.
The Packers, if they do lose, it'll be their first 0-3 start since 2005 in the division. So
This is
But-
my theory. Eberflus definitely needs to go. And he wasn't the problem. As much of a good of a job of drafting as Ryan Poles did, he needs to go. If that's
clean
not the
house.
problem. Yeah.
So-
And I'm on the sell the team bandwagon.
I said this when we were at the Houston game Sunday Night Football, and the Bears actually looked good, and they were competitive against the Texans. And let Caleb open it up for Caleb. Let him do some things. When he actually had a good game that game.
He also needs to learn to not make the big throw. If the tight end is open, throw the ball.
Yeah,
in.
where's Holcomb at? Very, very
Especially
quiet.
our tight end, who's a big monster.
When you have Gerald Everett too, I mean, you have 2 really big tight ends there. So
he hasn't
Packers-
he hasn't had a QBR game since week 6 over 50. So
But you're a Bears
that's pretty
fan.
bad. Well, now I'm turning to the Lions because the Cowboys. We've gone Cowboys favorite, Bears second favorite this year. Both of us have no chance of winning, so now we're going to the Lions.
Oh, speaking of chances of winning, which was fun yesterday, is the current Super Bowl odds were going across the screen.
Yeah.
Dallas is plus 100,000, along with the Browns, the
Well, we have to
Patriots,
win
the
out.
Panthers, I believe the Giants. We are all plus. You know who I think is a good bet though? The Rams are plus 8,000 right now. I kind of think that would be a good. That's the only one that's actually you can probably win some good money on. Rams are getting healthy. So, anyways,
And they're starting to come together. I'm going to go with the pack today.
Yeah.
Going against the Bears, my Bears. Tucker Kraft has really been taking over, and Josh Jacobs has been Tucker Kraft just running through people at the tight end position. Josh Jacobs just doing well there. I think they'll be able to facilitate and make it happen against the Bears
I
today.
mean, they have so many weapons. It
I
doesn't
think-
matter who they're going to throw to.
I think it's going to be just a slow decline for the Bears this year with they're making changes. And it's one of those things when they start firing coordinators during the season, it's kind of grasp effort to try and make something happen, but they're not going to do it. They're going to fire Eberflus at the end of the season, try and start fresh with a new regime in there with Caleb Williams trying to put him back on the right track.
All the time, though, and that's how they win.
What do you think? They bring in an offensive coordinator from somewhere else?
I mean, they're going to have to do something.
This guy is just- he's not-
Well, I'm just saying, as a head coach, you probably get one of these good offensive coordinators.
Yeah.
No, they really want the guy from the
The Lions.
name.
OJ?
No,
You need a need a need a need
yeah,
a seance to bring him back.
yeah, Ouija board.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of the Rams, let's go to the Rams game.
All right, let's go. Who are you picking in that one?
I'm picking Green Bay.
Okay.
You know, I don't like a divisional game on the road, but just so the Bears show me something I can't take the Bears.
Rams Pats in
Pats?
New England.
Oh,
Rams favored by 5 in this
Pat's
game.
coming off a win against the Bears.
Yep.
Not saying much.
Drake May, my favorite rookie quarterback.
Yeah, you like Drake Bay. It's your favorite thing. Yeah, the Rams are really coming together right now. Even going to the East Coast, I think New England might be a little bit high right now. I do have, Drake May has 7 turnovers in his last 5 starts, 4 in the last 2 games. So he's got the rookie mistakes he is making.
Yep.
The Rams are way too talented. They're just coming together at the right time.
Yeah, they're coming together with their receivers.
Kyron Williams is playing well. Matthew Stafford, can never count him out. Patriots suck.
Patriots aren't very good. Kyron Williams is going to get 25 carries today. They're going to pick up the win. I think it's actually going to be a little bit closer than the 5-point say. As long as Drake May doesn't turn the ball over, I think they're going to keep
Really?
it pretty close. Yeah. I mean, I like
What's
Drake
the
May.
final score?
I think a 23-20 type game.
Wow, you think the Rams are going to score that low?
Yep.
I think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be like 35-10.
Nah, LA, they're used to LA weather. They're a little cold up there in
Yeah, they're
Boston.
cold.
I mean,
forget.
it's colder everywhere but Florida. So, I mean,
It was a little chilly this morning.
I'm going to be in Dallas next week. It's going to be 50s.
What are you doing there?
I have a work trip
Are
there.
you going to go to a game?
Unless they play Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I'm
You know
not going
what
to
was
be
in
going.
Dallas on Friday? The worst fight ever. Speaking of worst things ever.
Yeah, that was a nice scripted fight.
Yeah.
I will tell you.
Women's fight.
Yeah, women's fight was good. Yeah.
It wasn't horrible for you.
No,
Right.
the fight last night would have cost me 15.
Yeah, Stipe lost last night. My Cleveland guy won on Friday. My Cleveland guy lost yesterday. But
They said 60 million people watched that Tyson fight on.
well,
Netflix
the ones who
stopped
could.
at home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it stopped working. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank God went to a bar.
Yeah, right.
No, so I don't. I mean, it only stopped at one point after the first.
I heard it was the part
round.
where Tyson's ass cheeks were out. It was buffering for about 20
Well, yeah.
minutes.
I mean, it was buffering all night, but
but I think
during the actual fight, it only buffered after the first round.
the girl fight was awesome. Girls are vicious. Girls fight to the very end. Even if you don't see. Yeah. And the Irish girl won.
Except
Let's go Ireland.
the other girl should have won. She was dominating her.
Yeah, she spent half her energy pushing the other girl's head off. with
Yeah.
her. Like it was, but you know what? She had that cut in her eye. Would you say she had a second mouth?
It was
It
gross.
was absolutely disgusting. The Russian was cut. The Puerto Rican was cut. But
I'm picking Rams, but not to
Yeah.
cover in this game.
wow, I'm taking Rams to cover big.
All right,
All right, well, Carl, what's your scare? Las Vegas Raiders.
Carl, who's gonna win? Raiders or Dolphins today?
Miami, watch your game.
No, good.
Hard Rock Stadium.
Tatum, who's winning? Dolphins or Raiders?
Good.
Oh,
Dolphins are my survivor pick today, actually.
whoa, still in the Survivor League.
Bye-bye for the Survivor League. You're done.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
Why are the Raiders going to win?
Why?
Yes.
Dolphins are favored by 7. It's in Miami.
Tua got
Gardner
his first
Minshew.
win after coming back against the Rams.
This is Raiders are another team that fired their offensive coordinator,
I don't think it made any
grasping at straws.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did you go to the wedding last
I wasn't invited to the wedding either.
I was invited and then disinvited.
Oh, cool.
No, I won't be attending. Don't worry about it. We're on air.
Dolphins have looked a lot better since Tua's been back in the fold.
Well, actually, he had a rough start. He finally got his first win. I really thought the Rams were going to take that one. So them to go into LA last week and get that win was huge.
Yeah.
They're figuring out Jalen Ramsey is finally playing, I guess. But yeah, here's the bad thing: the Raiders just can't figure it out. It doesn't matter who's at quarterback there. You know, Brock Bowers is having a good season to begin with, but they are just a mess. They are down there with your Cowboys, my Browns, the Bears. Like Raiders just need to figure it out. I don't know if the coach Antonio Pierce he like little fire under him when he took over last year, but it's kind of been fizzling out a little bit.
Both
Yeah.
of these teams actually play very similarly to where if they have some competent quarterback play, that'll keep their defense off the field. Therefore, their defense is able to catch their breath and play decently. Because usually at the beginning of both games, both defenses play good, but as the game goes on, the defense gets more and more tired, and they start giving up more and more points. So it just depends on the offense. Since Tua came back in, he's actually had some drives, and that defense has been looking better coincidentally with that.
Right. I mean,
So
they have all the weapons in the world there. But I mean, Tyreek Hill's having the worst season of his career. So if we can get that back on track. Waddle's been awfully quiet there. The running backs have been doing their job with HN and Mostert. So they have all the talent in the world. Where Las Vegas, you can't depend on Samir White and Bowers. You got rid of Adams earlier. It's just very effective.
So Dolphins are 0-4 at home against the spread this year. I don't think they're going to cover again today. I think this could be another closer game. I think the Raiders are just going to find a way. The Dolphins always seem to blow it towards the end of the game. They were up big on Arizona a couple weeks ago, ended up blowing that game. So I think they're going to keep it close. It's going to be a close game, but I think the Dolphins are going to pull it out.
Well, the Dolphins better pull it out because of Survivor pick. And Andre has a lot of good teams left. He's been very lucky picking bad teams to win. So it's been a very long Survivor pool.
Super long.
11, yeah. So really
Congrats.
bad Andre. All right, Detroit is favored by
14.
14. I said win by 50.
Yeah.
Jags did play.
Another Mac Jones.
Well, they did play.
It's too late.
They played Minnesota very. So last week, this is my bone pick with you. You don't want to talk about the stupid games because stupid games. We spent the stupid games are the best games of the week last week. All of the 1 o'clock slate.
So
was
this is
very,
going to be a
very
good
close.
game.
No,
Oh.
I'm just saying the Jags. I want to go back to last week where the Jags kept it very close to the Vikings. The Vikings only had 1 touchdown, but the Jags could barely muster 150 yards of offense, 1 touchdown.
111 yards passing and 3 turnovers for Mac Jones. Nice game.
The Lions are the only team in the league with 3 players with 7 touchdowns from scrimmage. 3
Wow.
for ones. I'm guessing it's Montgomery Gibbs the same Brown. But then you might throw it to Laporta. You might throw it to
Laporta's out
Patrick.
today.
Is he out today?
Yeah.
He did get hurt last week, so.
Yeah. Jared Goff with 5 picks last week. He went back to his Jared Goff ways to where if you just put some pressure on him and you take him off as number 1, he's going to throw a pick. That's how he is. He's a throw to 1 or dump it in the flat. That's what he always does. He's like a Baker Mayfield. That's what Baker does. So if you just can rush him a little bit, get him off that one,
That
you
was
have a
such an
chance.
exciting game last week. Even though they won the game, it feels like to them, I feel like they felt like they lost that game because they had and the story of the kicker laying the bricks and then hitting that field goal was amazing. I needed Fairbairn to not hit anymore because I would have lost my fantasy game. Can't believe I lost to Cloa by 1/10 of a point. Just found that out today.
Wow.
Totally thought I won.
Wow.
Totally thought I won. But yeah, Lions are going to win. They're going to win big.
They're going to cover.
The Jags did pay Trevor Lawrence. I know he's
Are
out
you
with
eating?
injury.
Chicken? That's all gone?
Did you order it yourself? He's so tall. Every week he's taller and taller.
Time flies.
Yeah, and just the Jags are just a complete mess right now. They pay Trevor Lawrence a lot of money. Now they got to figure some things out.
Yeah, if you guys did place future bets on the Jags, they are clinched to hit their under on the win total if they do lose today. They were over under at 8.5 wins this year, so they lose today, they're going to hit that under.
There's a lot of bad teams in the NFL.
Yep, I'm not watching any football today. I'm going to be actually going to the movies, so I'm going to miss all football today. So good luck to all the teams playing today.
All right, well, I'm going to take Detroit.
Take Detroit and
And if you don't, you're dumb.
the points.
Okay, let's get to my game.
Oh, you guys play today.
We do play today. Jameis Winston revenge game. I don't know, maybe.
You guys aren't favored though.
It's in. I don't know if it's Saints. It's in New Orleans.
Yep.
The Caesar Superdome there. This is a very, very winnable game for the Browns. So the Saints defense fucking blows. they got Taysom Hill there. You got Alvin Kamara, but Olave, is he coming back? He did have a concussion 2 weeks ago. It's pretty scary. But New Orleans 24th in scoring need, 28th in yards allowed. My favorite stat is since joining the league in 2015, Jameis Winston has 102 interceptions,
Yep.
which is closely followed by Derek Carr is in third with 99 interceptions.
Yep.
So this could be an interception happy game. I am liking though Myles Garrett coming off of a bye. That was atrocious with the Chargers defense losing to them before the bye week. So, another week for them to get healthy. Nick Chubb, is still getting back to the swing of things, I think, after being out for so long. I think the Browns doing this. I think it's going to be an ugly game. I think they pull it out, though. I think they get the win because this is one of the only games we could probably get a win with. So,
I'm going to
pick my Browns.
I'm going to pick the Saints today. I feel like the Saints, you talk about their defense. They did have a fumble and a pick at the end of the last game against the
They
Falcons.
surprisingly did beat the Falcons, but it was a lot of missed kicks. It was a lot of fluky things had to go their way for them to win that game.
Yep. But I feel like it's going to be a lot of the same today where Jameis is going to come down. Tatum finished that before the end. Jameis is going to come down to the end. Food and mouth. Where where Jameis is going to throw a pick or do something at the end of the game to cost them the game. It's going to be close, I feel like, all game. He'll hit some shots downfield. It's going to be a typical Jameis game. Throw a couple picks, throw a couple touchdowns. Kamara's going to get a couple touchdowns.
I mean, he sliced up a really good defense in the Ravens, then against, or bad defense in the Ravens, then against good defense. He played poorly, so I think he gets a bad defense. He is going to play well. I did get a notification from ESPN earlier this week saying the Browns have a lot of big decisions to make because Joe Bitno, he's contract's up. What are we going to do with Deshaun Watson? I was like, how is that even a thing? Just cut the guy. Just never let the guy play football again. He's horrible. He doesn't play well. It was the biggest waste of money.
Yes.
And, I mean,
You just got to take it up as a loss at this point.
yeah, just get rid of him. I mean, Jameis has been serviceable. I don't know if we go out and draft a quarterback or we try to get another quarterback.
Yeah, you definitely need a draft. Oh, Cam Ward.
Cam Ward? You know what? I actually am not going to hate on Cam Ward. I don't know if he's NFL ready. Think he's NFL ready?
I think he's the best. He'll be the best quarterback in the league coming in the league.
All right. He's probably going to win the Heisman too, but we'll see. Will Howard had.
All right. Well, we're at different of opinion there.
All right. Let's save the good games for later. Let's go to this one.
Which one?
Minnesota at Tennessee.
Oh, God.
Okay. The stat I read, if football was 30 minutes long, Tennessee would be like undefeated. Tennessee has been leading at halftime in 6 of their 9 games played.
Wow.
They started off with a really good defense, although they were playing 4 teams. But in the second half, they've been outscored by 76 points. Minnesota, like I said, had a really rough game against Jacksonville last week. But it comes down, they have more turnovers in the second half than anybody else. So this is a perfect game for them to right the ship.
Well, it's a lot of the same conversations we're having with a lot of these games. Sam Darnold has turned the ball over 3 times in the last 2 games, or 2 times each, or 3 turnovers each in each of the last 2 games. And so that's the reason why the Vikings went from world beaters to start the season to now either losing or keeping those games close against lesser teams. Justice Jefferson, once again, he's getting the majority of his throws. He's the most highest targeted percentage in the league by far. Ridley's highly targeted since Rudolph came into play. So Ridley's going to expect a lot of touches and points from him as well. I think it's going to be another close game. I feel like all these games are going to be fairly close, even though they're pretty bad games. It says 6 points. It's in Tennessee. I could see it being close. I could see it being a 1-score game. So
There's been, although there are so many bad teams right now, there's a lot of parity where teams are keeping it close. I mean, last week, the 1 o'clock sleep was amazing. Watching Red Zone at home, and it's just like, boom, 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 going game to game to game. Like, oh my God, what's happening? Oh my God, what's happening? But yeah, Minnesota's going to win this one.
yeah, there was a stat that came out last week that showed these are what the standings would look like if all the 1-score games, they went the opposite way. And the standing, they were dramatic, like totally different. It was like Chiefs were 2-7, and then all these other ones. So it's crazy just how football does come down to one possession typically. And I feel like this is going to be one of those games. But I'm going to pick the Titans just because.
You're picking the Titans.
I mean, no, the Vikings.
Yeah, I think the Vikings are a better team. I do think this will be a close one, but I think Minnesota got enough of a scare last week to kind of kick them. You know, Aaron Jones, I think, got injured last week. Is he playing today? I thought he got hurt last week.
I think he is playing.
Okay, I think he got a little banged up. I think plays. All right, here's one of the games of the day. We'll we'll go back to my AFC North. The 7-3 Ravens playing the 7-2 Steelers in Pittsburgh. This has the makings to be a really good game. First of all, Harbaugh and Tomlin are the 2 most tenured coaches, I believe, in the NFL. They played each other more than anybody in the NFL played. Yep. So that's a pretty thing. Lamar's had no touchdowns for Pittsburgh.
Carl, this is what they should be wearing every day: Raiders gear instead of Eagles gear. Why?
They deserve raises. Give them raises.
just $500, buy them all new gear.
Let's say, Jade, I'm trying to get your raise. And now she's listening.
Rafferty's Bar and Grill.
See the hottest bartenders in Sarasota. But the
Get a food and drinks.
Actually, everyone looks good in black and silver. Not gonna lie, it's actually pretty good colors. Lamar has not scored a touchdown in the air or on the ground since week 13 of 2021 against the Steelers, which is kind of shocking. Also, look for Russell Wilson have a really good game today against a 32 ranked. It's a 32nd ranked pass defense there.
Yeah, Ravens pass defense is atrocious.
Russell Wilson's been 3-0 since he came in for Justin Fields.
Weird, not weird.
Wait, Justin Fields are we gonna see him on some trick plays today? Maybe.
I told you he's going to be catching
maybe a
passes here.
Maybe
he's prior to the second, so he's going to be receiver before you know. No, prior to the third is
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
Okay. Can't keep up with all your priors.
George Pickens has scored 20 plus points in fantasy since Wilson has came into
And
play.
you talked
Weird.
shit about Mike Williams joining the team, and then he had a great touchdown last week.
No, I said it was a good
Oh,
play.
I thought you said that it was like horrible. Why did you pick him up?
No, I
Oh.
didn't say that at all.
Oh, I was listening to you.
Okay, obviously.
I never listen.
Worst ears ever.
Right?
Worst listener ever.
So, but Baltimore, okay, they've had 100 rush yards in every game except one this season, where Pittsburgh's only given up 100 rush yards in 3 games this season. This is a very fun game for me. I mean, just that Pittsburgh defense versus that Baltimore offense.
It's always fun when they two play each other. They don't like each other.
Yeah.
It's one of the best rivalries in the sport.
I think the AFC North and the NFC East, it's like everybody's a rival.
Yep.
Like we hate the Ravens, we hate the Steelers, we hate the Bengals, we all hate each other. I don't know, you guys like that. You guys don't hate the Lions. You only hate the Packers. You don't hate the Vikings. Like we hate everyone. You hate everyone.
Most teams in their division hate the Packers. That's who they hate.
That's true. So Pittsburgh has scored over 26 points in the last 4, where Baltimore is giving up 29 plus in the last 3 or 4. So this is the making to be a high scoring game too.
I'm picking the Steelers today. Even though Baltimore's favored by 3, I'm going with the Steelers bandwagon. I think they're going to make a nice run through the playoffs. I think it's going to be really them and the Chiefs
Bills
and the Bills.
Yeah, the AFC I think is much stronger than the NFC this year. I don't think the Steelers at home. I hate them both. But the Steelers with that defense, Hightower is out today, but they have some guys that fill in the pieces.
Yeah, both running backs for the Steelers are playing. Jalen Warren, I think he's going to finally take over from Najee today.
Yeah, Najee had a bad game last week. Warren had the better game, but Najee's just a workhorse. It doesn't matter if he's getting 2.1 a carry. Just give him a whole bunch of times. He'll probably have a touchdown.
There's Donnie.
Hi, Don. Don Johnson, isn't that Miami Vice?
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking the Steelers too, man. I thought you were told you didn't take the Ravens. I thought
Nope.
I was the opposite of you.
No, I'm as soon as they got rid of Justin Fields, I'm on the Steelers bandwagon.
Is that your new second favorite team?
They are.
Oh, you know what?
Even though I
hate them that they're playing good football. And I can't not respect the team that's playing good
typically
football.
I only pick or favor teams that have less Super Bowls than the Cowboys, which are at 5. But look at that, Cowboys fans turning into Lions fans. That's true. But that's why I'm picking the Lions. Lions have never.
Bears fan, so.
Well, the Bears have only got 1 Super Bowl. Lions have 0. They've never even been to a Super Bowl, so that's why I'm favoring them. And the Steelers have more Super Bowls than the Cowboys, so they're one of the few teams that do. So I typically don't like to cheer for them to extend their lead over us.
The Steelers are such a good organization. I mean, they've literally had like 5 coaches in the history of their time. When they hired Mike Tomlin after Bill Cowher, I was like, is this guy going to be it? This guy's it. Like,
Yep.
And honestly, he hasn't aged much. Black don't crack. He's like most coaches, as soon as they become a head coach, they age like 100.
See ya.
Bye, Steve.
Go Lions.
Patty, are you drinking a twisted tea? Who are you, Mo?
Between the martini and the
So today we have a twisted tea.
What game are we on?
We are going to go to Falcons.
The Falcons?
I'm doing Falcons, Broncos, and one, I guess. Tatum, who's going to win? The Falcons or the Broncos? All right. He's going to look car today.
Keep eating. Falcons, Broncos favored by 2.5.
Top 5 defense. That Broncos KC game last week. I mean,
Wow.
just wow. I mean, it came down to.
I was watching that with my brother at his house. I saw a bunch of crazy bets in game, 30 seconds to go bets, where it's like bet 10,000 to win like 100,000 and a bunch of crazy bets going that way. So
it was how did the
Chiefs finding a way to wins, get lucky. I feel like Falcons, Kirk Cousins is going to Kirk Cousins it up just like he did last week against the Saints.
He started off exciting this year. It was really exciting. It looked like the Falcons were going to be really good. They were going to be the team to beat. Denver blitzes more than any other team in the NFL. They're
That's
blitzing at 43%. When Cousins is getting under pressure, he's got a 59.3% completion rate. So all Denver's got to do is blitz him all day long.
And the Falcons have the worst completion rate percentage against opposing quarterbacks, so their defense has been looking good when it comes to completions.
Lowest pressure rate, lowest amount of sacks in the league. But they don't have a great defense.
They sacked the crap out of us, of course, when they played us.
Cousins has 12 touchdowns, 1 interceptions versus bottom 5 defenses. He's 5-7 against top 25 defenses. So literally, once you crack that right there, the down here to there, he's horrible. It's been the Bijan show lately. Actually, Bijan's finally, like we said, since I called him out. Thanks for watching the show, Bijan.
He heard you.
He did hear me. And as a fantasy owner, I really need to go going. I think Denver wins this one. Mile High is actually a very hard place to play as well.
Oh, yeah, it's tough. I mean, you lose your gas tank very fast up there. It's tough for those who have never played there, have never worked out there. I remember when I grew up there, I would run the mile in high school, and I would be dying. And then I came down here and ran the mile, and I ran it with ease. And I'm like, wow.
You're like, I'm the fastest guy here.
Oh, I wasn't
At
fast. I
Bayshore.
just would.
Is that right? Bayshore? Yeah.
Go Bruins.
How's the Bayshore football team? Did he good this year?
I have no idea.
Cardinal Mooney was.
I know Manatee went undefeated.
Did they? I know Cardinal Mooney had a playoff game last week. I think they may have won. I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Who's our rival? But I'm going to pick the Broncos today.
Yeah, I think Broncos too. Atlanta is too wishy-washy. Denver has been a pleasant surprise this year.
Yeah.
They're middle of the pack, but I thought they'd be a lot
Bo Nix
more.
isn't that good, but he's serviceable.
You know what? He's the only rookie to catch a touchdown pass. Rookie
That's true.
quarterback. I mean, not only rookie, but all right. Kristin McCaffrey, game 2. First of all, my favorite stat of this is, oh, do you have a bye? Guess what? You're going to play San Francisco next. 7 of the games they played have been playing against teams coming off a bye.
Wow.
But the real story here is San Francisco after a bye under Kyle Shanahan are 44-18 after a bye. They're 17-2 after a bye week. Like not
Right.
the first game, but the entire season. So apparently the bye week, San Fran rights the ship.
Yeah, McCaffrey's first touch last week, he came up like limping a little bit. I was like, oh God, here we go.
But he had a pretty good game last
But
week.
yeah, he had a good game. He had 163. He averages 163 yards per scrimmage game against Seattle. Seattle's defense is wishy-washy.
Seattle has not beaten San Francisco since December of 2021. They're 0-6 since then. The thing about Christian McCaffrey, it's not only his run game, his pass catching game, his blocking game.
Yep.
If he's not getting the ball, he is a great blocker. And that's
Yeah.
one thing that they really were missing. And I mean, that Bucks game was a little fluky again. I thought Jake Moody just had a terrible game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised they didn't bench him, but he did get the game winner. So
That's what he does. You just miss them all, and then you kick the game winner. They gave up 36.7 fantasy points to both running backs for the Bucks last week. So look at Kenneth Walker and all those guys today. Try and turn it on and try and double down on that San Fran defense, giving up some yards. There's your boy Caleb.
he looks too happy. Why is he so happy? He apologized to the team after firing the offensive coordinator. Why is he apologizing to the team?
Because he's where are they at? Oh,
Why he's got a nephew who is a Green Bay fan. Your nephew is the smartest.
that's right.
You got a lot of smart nephews. Anyways, I'm thinking San Fran.
I'm taking San Fran.
Yeah, I love me some Christian McCaffrey. Come on.
I do too.
All right, so I would like to go to this game. I think this is gonna be an exciting game.
Which one?
The Bengals going to the Chargers.
Bengals Chargers.
Bengals game. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase against the Ravens last Thursday night. Jamar Chase had 264 yards, and okay, the Chargers have a really good defense against horrible teams.
They're the number one defense.
Against the Browns, yeah. Against the Titans, yeah. Against whoever shit teams they played, yeah. But when they have to actually play a good team with a good quarterback, I don't think they're going to prove it. Although I do love, I think Greg Rosenthal messed up and he called it Herball. Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh, because Jim Harbaugh loves some Justin Herbert. If you hear these mic'd up things in the huddle,
Yep.
it's just like, you're my boy, slapping him on the ass. Great job. So, but I do think that Bengals are going to give him a little bit of trouble today.
Well, Chargers favored by 1.5. It's a big game for the Bengals today. They go from their playoff chances go from 37% if they lose to 52% if they win. It's going to be tough going against that number one defense of the Chargers. It's in LA. Joe Burrow is obviously off the chain and he's doing great things, but all it takes is one stop from that Chargers defense
And you know who
because
doesn't
that
have a
Bengals defense is so bad.
Who doesn't have a defense? The Bengals don't have a defense.
Yeah, so the Herbert and got back Quentin Johnson, and Quentin Johnson is a game breaker for them. They finally have someone that's able to
On my
turn the
bench
tide.
every fucking week.
Cam Akers, all those guys are just going to turn it on. So I'm actually going to pick the Chargers in this game, even though I love the Bengals. I love Joey B. I love what he could do. I love their offense, but there's only so much he could do against this defense. Like I said, all it takes is one stop, and that's going to be the difference in the game.
I'm going to agree to disagree. I don't know if that's the right wording there, but I think the Bengals get it. I think the Chargers are a good defense against bad teams. I think they play a lot of zone, and I think that Jamar Chase against the zone is going to have a huge game there.
All they
Chase
need is your boy Bosa to go through that paper thin offensive line that the Bengals have, and he's going to get a sack fumble, and then that's the end of the game.
I got to pick different than you. I do got to.
All right, I get it.
Here, so,
I get it.
Um,
It'll be an interesting game to watch, though.
here's my stat of the game.
Okay.
Herbert's averaging 9.4 attempts in the last 3 games. Cincinnati's 0-4 in games against quarterbacks averaging 8+ attempts. So that could be the difference maker there. We will
Bengals
see.
are 5-0 against the spread on the road.
I do expect J.K. Dobbins to have a touchdown.
Oh, I said Cam Akers. Yeah, J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins. Bye, Patty.
Bye, Patty.
All right. So the real game of the day here. The real game of the day.
Game of the week.
Game of the week. It might be the game of the season.
Been circled on the calendar probably all season.
Yeah, the Bills are 122.
Bills. Here we go. Bills are trying to get off the schneid. Against the Chiefs. They're trying to get off the schneid. A lot of losses against those Chiefs.
Bills are 22 in their last 24 at home. I didn't realize how freaking good they were at home. They have the top point differential in the AFC. Kansas City has won 7 games by 1 possession this season.
Like I said, they were going to be 2-7 if all the games went opposite of that.
It's a refs. I mean, have you seen these videos where it's like our God Patrick Mahomes says that is not a penalty? It's a totally different game, and like we have to consult Patrick Mahomes to see if this is a penalty.
I told you that game again for ours. That same play happened against them. They went out on a win. Us, we would have won that game, but nope, no call.
Yeah, this is going to be a really fun game, I think.
Bills are actually favored in this game
I
by
think
2.
the Chiefs get exposed this game. I think they're finally playing a team. I mean, they almost lost to the Broncos. That was an awesome special teams play. I don't know if it was the kicker or the special teams blocking it, but
yeah, they're not going to win them all. We've been saying this all year. They're not going to go undefeated. This is going to be a blemish on the record. Even though Josh Allen does lose to the Chiefs, in 7 games, he has 16 touchdowns, 3 picks, and a QBR of 74, which is very good.
The best rivalry since the Manning-Brady rivalry, I have to say, for sure. Like, this is our new.
They always face each other.
And but I think Josh Allen MVP all the way. Like, he's winning the games. I know Lamar's up there, but Josh Allen is winning the games and he's finding ways to win it. You have James Cook. Now you found your spark and Ray Davis there. Amari Cooper is going to be healthy finally. So they didn't have too many weapons. You have the 2 tight ends there.
What time is this game at? 4:30?
This is a 4:25 game.
Oh, they want to highlight this game today.
Yeah. So I bet you might catch a few plays in this one. I bet it's after the movie.
Yep.
You might get it's worth watching. You know, it's 2 of the best quarterbacks of our generation.
Kareem Hunt killing it.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt. Like I said, I can't believe they just signed him off the couch, and he's been doing great. He had a rough game last week against the Denver defense. I just keep handing it to him. It doesn't matter if he's getting 2.1, 3.1 a carry. As long as you keep handing it to him, he's going to find a way. I think Juju's coming back.
Okay.
I heard, and Pacheco should be back soon.
He's not back this week.
Okay.
He's not playing this week. He is back in practice, but it'll probably be a next week type thing, or maybe the week after. They're undefeated. They don't need to rush him back. So
yeah, this is the week though the Mahomes magic ends. I think it's gonna be a great game. I think it's gonna be a really good game.
These are always one of the games that we doubt him, and then they come out and blow him out by 40 points. It's always.
So you taking Buffalo?
I'm taking Buffalo.
Maybe I should take the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm going with Chris and Jeff. They'll be mad at me.
I mean, it's hard to pick against. I mean, they've won.
Until they prove me wrong.
They've won 3 of the last 4 Super Bowls.
I feel like the Bills might win, but I think I'm going with that Chiefs defense. That's why I'm not going to.
Chris
Jones right here. That Chiefs defense is the reason they're staying in these games. I mean, it's not Mahomes. Mahomes is like 12-9 touchdowns and interceptions right now. He's not having his best season. So I got to take the Chiefs. Just the assholes watching. I can't take this team. So, all right. This is kind of an interesting game tonight. Sunday Night Football, going to the Meadowlands.
Is that tonight?
That's tonight.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I just said 8:20 game for the Bengals.
What?
Yeah.
Is there 2?
2 months. I don't know.
No, they can't because Melissa's not 2 people. I thought it was Sunday night.
No, it's 1 p.m.
Oh, wow. I messed that up. All right. We already went to Bengals church. But anyways, this is going to be an interesting game. Where is my notes on this one? Going back to flip-flopping back to Anthony Richardson.
Yeah. Yeah, Flacco is good for a fill-in role, but obviously he's not a long-term solution. Anthony Richardson, at least he has some big plays and he's exciting at times, even though he's very inaccurate.
Well, putting him in right now against, so the Jets have a top 10 scoring D, but they also have the 25th ranked run D. So bringing in Richardson and a healthy Jonathan Taylor against the Jets, I'm hoping to see a lot of running from the Colts today. I mean, they challenged the Bills a little bit last week. They did give the Bills a little hard time last week. So, go ahead.
Colts are 4-0 against the spread against teams with a winning or losing record. So Jets are favored by 4 in this one. I'm actually going to pick the Colts in this one to win.
They are allowing the 6th most pass yards per game. They allowed over 24 points in the last 3 games. On the other hand, the Jets in MetLife Stadium are only allowing 12.3 points per game. So their defense really does show up at home. Both these teams are so weird to me. Like, I just feel like it's hard for the Colts to get together.
Wow, a lot of AFC North up here tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
She is ready. She has the shoes, the purse, the flag,
Wow.
the stars in her hair.
Wow.
Wow, she is.
Wow.
Wow.
Ah. Oh,
Wow.
awesome.
You're so funny.
Oh, well, thank you. What's your name?
Audra.
Audra.
Welcome. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
It's one of our biggest fans, Audra.
Hi.
She's gonna say, who are you rooting for today?
Well, I'm a Browns fan.
Oh.
You're not showing it, but
I'm very
oh, I see your Ohio State bag though.
definitely.
Are you from Cleveland? I'm from Cleveland. Yeah. What part?
I'm originally from Toledo.
Okay, I grew up in the east side of Cleveland. So, but our Cavs are doing great. So we're all go Buckeyes, go Cavs. So
Go Buckeyes, go
it's
Cavs,
very nice to meet
Go
you.
Blue Jackets.
Blue Jackets.
No,
Yeah,
we're not.
I
We're
know.
not.
I know, because you're
Maple Leafs.
Maple Leafs.
Maple
that's right.
Leafs, yeah, it's hockey
right.
season. And a
Super
Dallas
fun.
Mavericks fan? No, Toronto Raptors fan. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
I
We're
can't
dead
keep up
last.
with you.
No.
He's got too many teams all over
No,
the
it's
place.
just Toronto, and
You
then
do a great job keeping up.
we don't have a football
Oh,
team.
God, I know.
We have the Argos.
It's very nice to meet you. We have a fan, guys. Our one true fan. Well, Steve is our original true fan. So it's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
So
you.
come down to Rafferty's.
Yeah.
Be our fan. We'll put you on air. You can tell us stuff. You can talk
You
to
can meet Carl. Carl's still single. He needs to turn
ready
over.
to mingle. I mean, I think he's going to Metness at this point. It's been so long.
Let's try to. He's dated every woman, so now he's on the men.
All right, so you're taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts.
I don't know. They've just been too, like I said, you can't get consistency while changing the quarterback back and forth because one of them likes Josh Downs, one likes Pittman, one likes Pierre, whatever. So I'm going Jets in this one at home. So they prove me wrong at home. I think Aaron Rodgers and Devontae are going to find that chemistry there. Look at Eddie. Still coming in his Eagles stuff. The Eagles aren't even playing today. True fan, Eddie. All right. Oh, my God. It's your game.
Oh yeah, we're
Oh,
still
yeah, you
playing.
play Monday night. So first of all, let's talk about the sunshine.
The sunshine.
Sunshine in AT&T Stadium, where your receivers can't catch passes
Yeah.
because of the sunshine.
Yep.
The sun, when I was in Dallas, the sun was not shining. You know, the Reunion Tower, try to get a great view.
Well, this
And
game's
that's
at night.
right.
This
But
game's
That's what it looked like.
at night.
Okay, so there won't be no sunshine.
Right.
Yeah, but thank God for you guys. Nico Collins should be coming back.
Well, going against
Terrell Pryor.
Pryor the third. He had a nice game with another 2 picks last week at under 50% passing percentage. He's just god awful, getting
You know
worse and worse.
what? You guys are all like hype. Like we got Zeke back, we got Rico Dowdle, blah blah blah. We have the 31st ranked run game. You guys are the worst red zone D. 31st ranked run defense. You are 31st in points per game, allowing 28.8, a whopping 38.3 points at home allowed.
It'll be
What
nice.
do you have to say about that?
It'll be nice for us to have our first top 5 pick in Millennium. Oh, there he is. You go want to marry that guy? He's right there. He's here.
All right, here's what I like. With Nico Collins on the field, Stroud, whatever you call him, has a 70% completion rating, over 7%, 8.5 attempt, 107 passer rating. Without Nico Collins, he has 57, below 50, around 58% completion rating, 6.4 attempt, 77 passer rating. So Nico Collins on that field, now, will be interesting though, because Diggs is out for the season. Nico was there when Diggs was healthy, so he hasn't had. Tank Dell's been filling nicely, but hey, I like that you're repping that. You brought some Dunkin' too. Everybody went to Dunkin' this morning.
I bring Dunkin' every day.
Maybe Dunkin' could sponsor us.
They could. I buy Dunkin' Donuts. Bring Dunkin' Donuts every
And
Sunday.
This is the first time I actually had one.
Oh, well, there you go.
So, are you taking your Dallas
Tatum, how you
Cowboys?
doing, buddy?
Tatum, how's that chicken?
There's still chicken left? 3? How many are
So
left?
Cute.
Well, why don't you just put them all in your mouth?
All the watchers said Tatum
See how many you
eat
can
chicken.
fit in your mouth.
Everybody watching said Tatum should eat his chicken. Yeah, they did. Everybody say Tatum eat your chicken.
They say, Tatum, if you want candy at the movies, you got to eat your chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I have candy in my pocket. It's going to go in the trash
Is
unless
that
you eat
candy
your
in your
chicken.
pocket, or are you happy about this show?
Yeah, obviously we're going to go and get an easy win against the Texans tomorrow. Even though we don't want to win, we want a top 5 pick. But we got to CJ Stroud. We got to show how bad he is.
You are so delusional. It is adorable.
Yeah,
Oh my
I mean,
god.
it's Texas minus 7.5. It's going to be a lot closer than that, obviously.
You did? Why? What is wrong? They're surrounded by a bunch of idiots.
Easy dub.
Oh, geez. Yeah, no. Go Texans, go. Go CJ Stroud. Go Nico Collins.
Mixon will get a couple touchdowns, which is fine for my fantasy team, but Cooper Rush he'll figure out a way to make it happen. He was
Cooper
rusty.
Rush, Trey Lance, whatever it is, whoever it is, you can't manage over 200 yards a game. I mean, Dak could barely manage that. So
We were in first place when Dak was around. FYI, tied with the Eagles.
you were not in first place.
We were.
And Dak, no, when Dak went out like 2 weeks ago, you still were not in first place.
We were in first place.
In your heart. Yes.
Easy win for the Cowboys.
Yeah, don't listen to Taylor. He's the worst. All right. Worst
That's
3
it?
teams in the league.
Yeah, the Maple Leafs play Wednesday against the Golden Knights. So
I
keep
asked
that
you
in
who the
mind.
worst 3 teams in the league were.
Oh, Panthers,
Well, they are on a 2-game win streak.
Dumpster Pigeons.
Oh, Panthers do not play today.
No.
Okay.
Dumpster Pigeons. No.
Jags,
Jacks.
Giants. I don't know. Patriots. We like Drake May,
I
apparently.
love Drake, man.
We love Drake May. Now. It's been from like to love. I
Oh, he's
don't
the
really
best
know when
quarterback.
you go out with
Best
me.
rookie quarterback.
Yeah, so. Jaden Daniels was best quarterback.
Nah, he didn't look good last week.
All right, we're the worst sports show ever. We'll see you next week. Happy Sunday.
See you
Go
guys.
Cavs.
Go Leafs, go.
Why won't let me end my stream? Oh, let's see it.